So hello everyone, I am Krishna Mitra, Assistant Professor, Student Institute of Engineering and Management, and today we are in Basic Electronics Lab, and we will see some basic devices like CRO, function generator, how we can use these devices in our Basic Electronics Lab, because in Basic Electronics Lab each and every experiments require these devices. Okay, so at the very beginning it is very important to know how these devices are working, and let me show you that this device is called cathode ray oscilloscope. Okay, CRO, that means CRO. The full form of CRO is cathode ray oscilloscope. We can see all the signals whatever we are fed to the input to the any circuit, or we can get the output from any circuit. So what is the shape of that signal? We can easily see the signal with the help of this cathode ray oscilloscope. And we can also measure the voltage and frequencies of the signal with the help of this CRO. Okay, so this is the main purpose of this CRO. It helps us to visualize and to measure the signals in any circuit. Okay, so this is called function generator. The main purpose of function generator is to generate different type of signals as per our requirement. So say suppose we require a square wave whose voltage is 5 volt and frequency is, say suppose, 100 kilohertz. So we can generate this specific signal with the help of this function generator. Okay, so main purpose of function generator is to generate different type of signals. Now this is power supply, normal power supply. We can have say suppose we want to build a biasing circuit. Okay, so in biasing circuit we need to give the biasing voltage, that the DC voltage whatever we want to give the transistor, so we can give that voltage with the help of these devices. Okay, so this is basically power supply, DC power supply. We can give the DC power supply with the help of this device. Okay, so we have here three type of devices: CRO, by which we can measure the signal, by which we can visualize the signal. Then we have the function generator, by which we can generate the signal of any specification, and there is a power supply. Okay, so main important thing here is to operate the function generator and CRO. See, within one day it is impossible to understand or familiar with this kind of devices. So you need to practice every day, or not every day. You need to practice more to familiar with this kind of devices. Okay, these devices are working very well, and we have near about 40 CROs in our department. So to use this kind of devices, you need to familiar with this kind of devices first. Okay, so I have connected the CRO and function generator with the help of this crocodile wire, as you can see, and we have connected the red terminal with the red terminal and the black terminal with the black terminal of the CRO. Okay, and in CRO we can see there are two channels are there. This is channel number 1 and here is channel number 2. So we can use any one channel. Okay, and there are three main knobs are there. This is called volt per division channel for channel number 1. This is volt per division for channel number 2, and this is time per division. Okay, so with this help of this knob we can vary the scale of the signal. Okay, we cannot change the signal, we cannot change the frequency or voltage with the help of CRO, but we can change the scale so that we can easily measure that signal. Okay, so now I am generating the signal, and I have given the signal to the CRO, and it is 1 kilohertz. So now the signal is showing, you can see here, this is the 1 kilohertz signal. We can vary the voltage. You can see the signal is maximum. If we came closer a little bit, you can easily realize. Now you can see, now you can see the voltage is varying. I am varying the voltage with the help of function generator. We can also vary the frequency also. You can see here, shift kilohertz. Now it is 4 kilohertz signal. Now we can vary the frequency of that signal with the help of this function generator. You can see, if you see the signal frequency is varying. Okay, you can see easily. So this is how we can change the frequency or the voltage. You can see the variation on voltage. Okay, and with the help of this volt per division knob, we can change the scale of that voltage. You can see here, this, it's not varying the voltage, it's varying only the scale. And with the help of this knob, we can vary the scale of the time axis. Okay, you can see. And now we can measure the voltage also with the help of CRO. So what we need to do, we need to see how much division it's taking, peak to peak value. Okay, how much division is taking in this axis, y axis, and then we need to multiply with the volt per division knob, which is 10 volt. Okay, so if we multiply the volt per y axis with the volt per division knob, we will get the voltage of that signal. And if we vary the time per division knob, we need to calculate the time in x axis. Okay, so we need to calculate how many divisions have been taken with one complete cycle, and then we need to multiply the value with the help with the time per division knob. Then we can easily get the frequency of that particular signal. Okay, so this is a very basic thing you need to know at the very beginning when you want to start working with this kind of devices. Okay, so that's it. We will go in detail on the next lab. Okay, so this is the basic things. Thank you.